any other team, if you see Northwestern Island, you know you could just hard crash on someone potentially because you know they're gonna be out of position, right? You know they split so much and stay split for so long that you know what, that high ground that
Kitsune is a very clear weakness. We can try and abuse it to get control of the high ground. And if you're in the high ground and you're
go on, but because of that, and the way in which S2G splits across Ruins, Sunken, Rozok, and things like that, they might be a little bit more cautious about how they go through that drop, whilst teams might be scrambling for cars around them. So I might be looking for that for the moment, but we'll see how things go down.
Yeah, that's always the most annoying thing too, especially with 18 teams. Those 2 extra squads could definitely make it more hectic. With a circle like this, if you want to go there, you find that vehicle, and if you land on another team, it is tough. I wonder to see what Alpha 7 is going to do, because they normally like to land that North George spot, and this is going to be a stretch for them, but they do have that secondary location of the Pubg. So and it looks like that might just be where they're headed.
Down at the bottom, we're seeing, it looks like exact North Vampire, loot out Primorsk, probably head up towards Quarry, and from there, use a little bit of that high ground to scout things out along with the hill to the east side of it. It provides you a decent overlook across some of the circle.
One thing I love about Vampire is they never blind rotate. They're always just checking up to the closest hill, send a couple players, scout it out, and then just move little by little. But they have the entire field open for them here, so they can pretty much pick any secure place they want to be in this zone. As you can see them on the run as they storm the beaches of Primorsk.
That's right. Of course, there's PMWI crates that you guys need to be interested in between July the 15th and August the 15th as well, so make sure to check that out on in-game. And also, you can check out the Esports Center that's giving you some limited time rewards as well, as that one didn't come up already, but I'm anticipating it.
Get him!
Babosh!
Get him! That's what I'm talking about here. That's why we're the best in the biz, baby. And let's see, as S2G, they want to be considered, they want to get that title as well, as they're hunting down FaZe Clan. They had a really tough start in that last match, but it does look like S2G, after getting some return shots, say, you know what, yeah, all right. You guys can go ahead.
So, as I was saying, they were potentially in trouble because of the way their split works, right? And the kind of playing path and where they could potentially have teams rotate past them. FaZe was going to be the one to kind of take up that challenge. And SUG kind of getting out of dodge free a bit here, because there was always going to be that potential lingering threat because of the factors I've spoken about.
Yes, let's see what S2G decides to do. They're going to go ahead and take the bridge. Looks like they might be headed towards crates here. So, straying away from, oh, actually, I think they're going to go for a vehicle. Yeah.
Who's still in?
Yeah, I think they're going to try to get another car. Maybe they're seeing that it's there, or turning around and chasing FaZe Clan. So, all right, S2G mixing it up.
I'm scared. I don't know if coming back is the right play.
Oh, my goodness!
No!
The trap has been set!
Why? Why have we come back?
Bye-bye.
I hate to say I told you so, guys, but
I am shocked. I do not know what they were going for. I don't know what they were doing, but maybe they wanted to take the very scenic route to Ruins.
Anyway, let's move on from that. We have Silas just going to loot things up now, and FaZe just basically gets a free elimination point straight out of it. I mean, I'm lost for words a little bit. I don't know why this occurred.
Yeah, I don't either. That was a really, we'll leave it as interesting play. And not to mention, you know, FaZe, they also get crates. They're going to be able to loot that whole area as well. So a big dub for them and a good bounce back from last match. But, you know, S2G and all the fans out there, not feeling too good after that one. Still a lot of tournament left, but, you know, it's little mistakes like that that could definitely bite you in the butt.
Yeah, definitely so, as we now have our teams moving on up. And it is going to be eventually Vampire moving up towards Quarry here. I still can't believe, but anyway, Donut's going to be trying to go for the rotate here, all the way past what we're seeing from Gladiators, who have got a pretty decent lockdown on the position that they're at right now. They're not the kind of team that would bridge camp, even though they know that there are some teams across in military eventually wanting to come over. So, I mean, let's see what they do.
Yeah, Kitsune needs to dip, and he realizes that. I mean, he's all by himself up there. Yeah, he was able to scare off a player away from that location, but if they realize that it's just one, he knows that they're coming for him. So I think he's going to go run down, try to get that vehicle, and head on over to his team.
All right, yep, we have Aton now moving on. North of Gatka here, they've got a lot of room to work with. And when you're a team that's here early that has a lot of room to work with, because of the playing path, because of where it was, because teams had a hard time getting over to the west side, they should be quietly confident in the fact that they can pick up anywhere they want to go right now on this west side. But it then kind of becomes an edge location, so you've got to be considerate of how you're going to rotate back towards the east.
Yeah, you know what? I think this is really a big moment for Athlon Esports. They're all the way down in 15th place right now.
Yeah,
they need a bounce-back game, a massive one, to put them in the running for this. So this is a zone that they pretty much have the lay of the land of. So I'm really interested to see how they finish here.
Definitely so. Mazexis looking over towards what is usually quite an important compound on a entry or exit location here for military, but they're playing things out slow. I'm surprised to a degree that we've stalemated here because it's very unlikely we have that second shift heading down towards military for the moment. And a smoke definitely gives away.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was caught in this position, and now they're looking to kind of get a rescue going.
I think Hax is going to try to drive up into that smoke, but that is going to still be a little dangerous. We'll see if he does make it out away from here. Mafioso on the hunt for his next location for his team. And this is always interesting. I don't talk about it a lot, but you know what? By driving, one of the most underrated skills in PUBG Mobile.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, being able to rotate perfectly, the distance each vehicle is from each other, so important. If you're too far apart and that person gets into a fight, you're not going to be able to get to them on time. Too close together, and your whole squad can get wiped out. So something to think about.
Quite honestly, it's cool that you bring it up because it is actually like one of my favorite mini games in PUBG Mobile, which is actually just driving around. The mechanics are great. They feel really fluid and really fun to do. So,
yeah.
But yeah, you're right. If you're setting up a convoy and things like that, it's important to not be too far away from one another so you can rendezvous with each other, etc. But yeah, for now, everybody is doing that good old driving thing here and trying to get themselves to the circle.
Yeah, everybody's trying to pick up all the rides they can because this is a very interesting circle. There's a lot of places it can go, none unfamiliar to these teams, but they want to have those vehicles just in case they want to set up a car wall or something like that. Let's see where the zone decides to go. Will we see the most toxic shift ever and it go to military?
Okay, all right, cool your boots. Let's see where we are on the way. If we did see a military, I'm okay with it because it would cause absolute chaos, but I'm imagining we are going mainland to get things going, and there we have it here as we will go. You know, all right, it's going to be very happy.
I think we kind of called it a little earlier. All right, going to be end up in that north side. We'll see where it decides to go to. Vampire, to exactly as you mentioned, they're right there at Quarry, keeping an eye on the land. But, you know, Aegon, I8, Mazexis, all the way down in military, having to make their way up, and Mazexis are paying for it big time. 2 players knocked. It's not looking good.
No, definitely not. Again, when it comes to these kind of transitions that you have to make, brilliant little sprays coming in through the fields here to try and make it work. And yeah, Mazexis just cannot catch a break. They're unfortunately going to be going down pretty soon if they're not careful.
Yeah, this is another level of tournament right here. And you can see them on the hunt. Bigtron Red Villains on the move. They had a great end to yesterday. Let's see, where do they decide to go? Because there are so many teams in this area.
Exactly. That's the big point. A bit of an adaptation from yesterday. Obviously, Erangel is very important when it comes to this tournament. It's 50% of the games. So we're seeing huge swaths of teams moving into the center far quicker than we were seeing yesterday here, as those changes have to be made here quickly. Now, we're going to see everybody really kind of trying to take that center spot between that Quarry and Gatka, kind of equidistant from one another, and it's going to get spicy.
100%. You can see 7-9 taking this little spot right here. It's a good one. And they are surrounded by squads. So this next zone is going to really decide who's going to have that huge advantage for the rest of the match. Alpha 7 all the way up in the north, right next to S2G, hugging the edge of the circle. But at the end of the day, Alpha 7, they love that edge-style play.
Yeah.
But is it going to work out for them? I'm not too sure, because we're seeing these center teams really able to make it to the late game.
It's tough as an edge spot, right, in this kind of circle, because you've got the fields of Gatka, very open, hard to rotate through. But south of that, yes, some hills, but then south of that, what have you got? The fields north of Long Forest, as well as kind of east of that Quarry location. So when you're playing edge, wherever these circles go, unless you've got central positions like those hills a lot of people were sending for, making those transitions later on is very difficult because of how flat it is.
Yes, yeah, it is a complete open range in that area. And you can see 7-9, I mean, everyone is just, almost every rock, every tree is taken up here at this point. We could just see Infinity IQ deciding to take up this shack right here in the middle of the zone. That's going to be interesting to see. And looking at Gladiators. Gladiators, obviously coming off that Sandhawk match. They got the zone that they were dreaming of. Third place finish, but you could tell Tixie's hungry for more as he takes a shot on the Rules. Rules was down to 1 HP.
Where are we going? Is the big question here for all of these teams. There's some teams still in the blue, still scrambling for an opportunity to try and get themselves in. There's not too many barrier teams because, again, I think the edge play on this circle is scary. Oh my. Okay. Big problems for a lot of these teams. How are you going to deal with this? There's not much room. The Longwoods in general can actually house a lot of teams just north of that road from Ferry. So technically you can house a lot of teams there, but you've got to get there fast.
Oh yeah, as you can see, I love the fact that there is a lot more places to be in that beach area, but Mafioso is lighting up Athon Esports, and Fran having to decide, do I take this fight? Do I get these shots down range? Or do I take off? It looks like he is trying to help out his teammates, but it's just a little too late.
It's a wild spray and not really connecting with much there as Mafioso is going to lie down. He knows where Fran is, but for Fran, I mean, there's too many targets. They're actually driving up. They're going to aggress onto this here as they know that they already have the man advantage. One down. Fran's going to have to back off here. I mean, he's got actually quite a few nades still left, but this, I don't know how much is going to get done.
Let's see. You can see Rebo out there trying to get a nade. They do have the band advantage. They're trying to get revenge for their teammate, Carrillo. Okay, some shots onto Zohan. Zohan forced to get out the vehicle, and he is stuck out in the open. So Athon Esports gonna have to make a crazy play if they want to survive.
All right, well, big spray still coming in, but not really been able to connect with much. Both teams here. Some smokes to kind of cloud the vision of any further onlookers. And yeah, this is, it's a slow fight, but, you know, nothing's really happening.
Run over.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Senetex running over Fran, and now Zohan is on the run.
You got to get out and play for placement. You can't take this fight.
Try to get some points, but that's the thing about this point system, right? It's so heavily in favor of eliminations. If you try to get any points at all, it's only going to be a couple.
Yep, yeah. Got to salvage, got to salvage. Pick it up with the pan, nice. We've got ourselves Revo good to go here with the Pumpy as well, of all things. So maybe the potential for breaches down the line, as Infinity has a good farm compound here, technically, with the transitions that they were able to make, but it's very edge. So eventually they're going to have to dip from that as we take a look at the replay. And nice nades by Tixie. Yeah, you're going to have to dip from this farm compound and get into those woods eventually. Yeah,
let's see where these teams opt to end with this zone and where it's going to go, because, I mean, this hard shift south definitely made things interesting. One team in particular we haven't talked about so far, Team Falcons. They're in 6th place right now. They're all the way to the east side of this match, so they're going to have to push through quite a few teams if they want to center up.
A great team looking to advance on through that west side, and that's the cool thing. You can actually slow play the woods in this circle as well and try and dislodge teams as you go, and it's actually a really good location for a team that likes sweeping, likes fights, likes to come in from the edges. Not so much the fields, though. They're not great.
Yeah, though, you definitely want to be in that woodland area, and it's all about timing when you're right there. You're hoping to catch a fight, maybe third party, a nice little Ferry Pier finish. And we're going to see a lot of movement here from these squads. And actually, Team Falcons are looking to make a push right now.
Looking to make the push, as well as a lot of teams going to try and crash onto this beach area at the moment. But Ikerd kind of locked in position here by Revo. She needs to move away from this and kind of rendezvous elsewhere, because taking this fight on this side, okay, cool, you might get yourself some elimination points, but you need to find a position quickly for a circle like this.
And here comes Team Falcons making the very risky rotation, pushing on past into the beach. This is a complete blind rotation, and they are getting picked apart.
Yeah, those trench areas, difficult to actually push onto when they've got him on lockdown. One unlocked, obviously, but wild shots into the distance here for a Vampire to try and shut down Ikerd, who would eventually try and push on against them.
Looks like that is the place where Vampire decides to hang out. They're going to be on the beach here. It's a beach party in match number 2. Vampire Esports is looking to have some success here. Obviously, it's Sandhawk with a repeat circle. They weren't able to have that same success. So hopefully they can bounce back here. But this is going to be a very, very difficult zone to actually get a chicken dinner.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you're not here already, it's difficult to push onto, as we have a few fights heading on from the north as well. I can talk about the beach a little later on, because still this fight's going to continue.
Let's see right now what Sem9 could do here, as Tam is going to go ahead and start off with a shot. Bit Oris there with the off angle. looking to mix things up, and he's a little bit hesitant because pushing up in that angle is going to leave him wide out and open. He's going to need some support from his teammates. FaZe with the nades. All it takes is one well-placed nade here, and they are going to be at a huge advantage.
They're just soaring over at the moment. They hear the driving across as well, and unfortunately doesn't get quite the hint of where that boogie's going, only the visual cue of it. So throws the molly over towards it just in case somebody was being picked up, but not to be the case. Going to be moving away here. Meanwhile, in the middle of the beach, which by the way is slightly deceptive. It's a beach, yes, but it's not as flat as it used to be. There's trenches, there's down vehicles there. There's a lot of little dips that you can play in this beach, and it can house a lot of teams.
Oh man, ever since this 2.0 update came out, it has made a party of things. And FaZe tried to get away from that fight only to run into Bigatron Red Villains. And now it's just down to 2 players with a very blind rotation trying to head towards the beach, but they have to know that almost everything is taken up already.
Yeah, it's really difficult. You just have to pitch up again in the woods here and try and play from there and hope the circle's going to come your way. But Moment is actually kind of locked down here by multiple angles. It's not only Gladiators looking at him, it's also S2G that are looking at him from the beach. It's very open lines of sight.
Yep, and that is the name of the game here. Let's see what Sam9 could do as they're pushing through the edge of the circle. They're going to have to get past DRS. Killer does have that off angle, but he's in the vehicle. Does he decide to hop out? He does. And Delta, making some shots onto the bug. He gets one. And Tam is going to try to find a way in to the rest of his team.
Yeah, Sem9 here, kind of dragging the wheels a little bit. It's kind of slow going here for them. They're going to try and maybe send Tam forwards, realizing it's difficult for them to all stay in that location and kind of weather the storm. They might be looking for an off angle here to try and deal with what's going on.
Tam does secure a position into this next circle as it does center up. So it is going to be right on that beach woods area. Aegon8 are holding it down right now. Wow, jumped out, gets popped in the meantime. And this angle here from Naoto. Putting in some work on Aegon8, and with one knocked here and the position they have, I wouldn't be surprised to see a push.
Very here are a lot of buildings, a lot of rocks to try and take cover against. So the pre-fires throughout, well, I should say pre-fires, just trying to spray through the smoke, hoping that he's going to be able to clip something. Not hugely successful, but still putting pressure on against his opponents as well. You know, you can crawl in front of him. Fine.
Here comes the nades. Naoto trying to pop one off. Throwing a pretty blind one right there. Not going to be able to get the connection. Blade's going to hold it as well. He knows where those smokes are. Yeah, and then finally, Missile throwing one right towards Aegon8. Does connect. And it is really just up to Blade here on this off angle to try to make something happen for his team.
It feels like it's up to Blade a lot for this team when you're kind of seeing out these moments. But, I mean, this is very difficult to deal with. He actually catches Naoto, though, during all of that. The rest of Donuts here for the moment is going to move back, trying to find maybe an angle. But he's using this corner really effectively whilst healing to try and negate the angles that his opponents are looking for.
Icurd forced with that crazy rotation. They get beat up in the process, but they do survive for now as the Ali, the last straggler, trying to make it towards his team, but all his tires got shot out.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go.
Man, some parts of it are still flat, let's be real. So that's why that's going to be so easy here for them to be able to take those brilliant shots coming in as Vampire trying to solidify themselves on this side. But they do have one down, just get him up, good to go. And they should be okay for the moment, but they want to look at dealing with Infinity IQ and Galacticos in the middle.
100%, not to mention you got Gladiators right there on the edge of this circle, just waiting to get into the thick of it. Bigatron now deciding we got to make this push. Here they go, starting to apply that pressure. They use those smokes to be able to push up on the R8 for free. And now here comes all the utility, but one nade could spell disaster for Bigatron. They have to be careful here.
Yeah, I'm glad that they found out around the building because they were giving R8 just one single angle to focus on there for. So this is really important to kind of keep your opponents guessing.
Ragnarok, looks like he had that VSS holding that one down. Oh, he spots one player. There goes the second knock. Full send here for Bigatron as they climb up. And shots going back and forth. R8 about to get picked apart. Only one player left. Can D7 do it?
Can they? Versus DBS's. I've seen this go usually towards the DBS's way, as he is going to look for an opportunity to come around this corner, just give it the big blast. Actually, D+ Kia is driving on it.
Molly!
He got caught by the molly during all the distraction, causes him absolute devastation.
It's up to Yuhai. Yuhai has to make some serious plays here. He does get up. I don't think he has time to go for this res, but he's going for it anyway, and now here comes Forrest. D plus Kia.
There's no way they get this off, right? There's no way they get the res off.
Here he goes. Comes up. U-High finds one. He misses every shot! That has gotta hurt as D plus Kia pick up the points. D7 finally comes down. Misses some as well. Oh, these players want these shots back so bad.
Looking for that fight here and will be able to take out R8 as well. D plus Kia is patient about their movement. They're playing this edge-heavy style really well and rocking up on fights that are just completely in the midpoint of the fight and just cleaning things up after.
6 eliminations, 1 player down for them, but they do have the north side of the zone. But there's still so much action happening. That's going to be DRS Gaming eliminated. 9 teams still remaining here. The zone shifting up north into this forest area. So many trees, but not a lot of cover at all. Teams are going to have to fight their way to victory here.
The person in the middle of the circle at the moment is HamCG. If S2G is able to make a meal of this game after losing the first person of the game as well, that would be absolutely fantastic. They've got one knocked on that right-hand side, though. They need to get him up. But all these teams on the beach now are having to make the scramble against these bunkered areas, and it's difficult to make that transition.
Yangon Galacticos still all the way at the southern side of this circle. They're going to have to go against Infinity IQ if they want to go for this chicken dinner. Here comes the utility. They got to throw it all right now. Time is of the essence. There's still 2 minutes on the clock here. And here comes the push. Puiga looking to hold on this angle. Gets caught in the process, and Yangon Galacticos are taking advantage of it.
It was a decently timed push, but that off angle's hurting them a lot. Vampires is blasting them here from that west side. At the same time, though, Vampire has to be cautious. Gladiators is just north of them, so they need to use this ridgeline to the full extent, but they are going up against a so fortified area of Gladiators. The smokes are all important to close the gap.
Yes, Vampire Esports throwing those offensive smokes, eliminating those slight lines from Gladiators. That's going to force them to push back a little bit as Vampire is heavying the storm. And you can see right now, Gladiators, they have a good idea that this is Vampire Esports, considering the elimination feed popping off and the shots going off right next to them.
The direction that this team's coming in from as well, but you can see Kitsune sees S2G in the middle of the circle. They know dislodging them is kind of important here, but at the same time, you've got to respect this threat that Vampire poses right on your doorstep.
That is the exact thing that they have to do. You can't get focused on splitting different teams. You have to be on one team at a time, and Vampire is the greatest threat to Gladiators right now. 58 seconds left on the clock. Next zone about to pop on here. Yangon Galacticos are barely outside of it here, and they do have one good UAS, but at the second they get in it, they're getting popped out of it.
Falcons crawling, only one left alive here to try and get them some points on the board. Sem9 has been completely caught by D plus Kia. Some good off angles here for them as well. Really negating the very limited cover they have of a tree alone.
Forrest with 7 eliminations for D plus Kia. This guy is popping off for his team, and that is going to definitely get them going here. Let's see what else is going to do. Yeah, it's only one player on Sem9. He has a DBS, but oh my gosh. He got a couple players hurt. Forrest forced to throw out that smoke here. Oh, gets caught in the process. But D plus Kia, 9 eliminations. You got to pick up Forrest at this point. This guy has been crushing it.
Yeah, this has been excellent from them. Should be able to get this res off as well. Just back it on up. Yep, that's right. As for S2G, oh my, that circle shift. S2G is praising the circle gods here at the moment, as a lot of the teams, apart from D plus Kia, are probably going to fight off against each other before they even become a threat to S2G.
S2G needs to take advantage of this. I mean, getting 2 games in a row where you're getting the favorable circle, you can't ask for much more. So you have to put up some serious points while you have the chance. Yangon Galacticos might just get caught up by Ravenclaw here as he's got that nade. Oh, it busts off, but he gets knocked in the process by Romeo Boy.
Yep. Not too bad, but look at how little room they have to play with. S2G can even see them down in the south as well, and are punishing them hard. For Romeo Boy, I feel like this is kind of donezo for him. I'm not sure how he gets out of there, but then S2G, once they're only 3 and then somebody survives from this, I think they should be really concerned about D plus Kia's position.
D plus Kia going to be definitely the threat for them at this point, because Gladiators have to go wide out in the open if they want to get into this next circle. So S2G is just literally licking their chops right now, waiting for him.
These are the easy pickings that S2G is getting down at the south,
Got
but all 3 guns are trained on the south. As we take a look at the replay here, Forest is able to get so much done in this game. Oh
S12K. Absolutely insane. 5 eliminations make that 6 for him. This guy has been popping off, and they do pick him up, so he is ready here. They do have the angles, and Vampire is stuck out in the open here. They're going to have to hit some crazy shots if they want a chance at winning this game.
Smart move to destroy the car next to you there, and they do have a little bit of a cheeky angle on S2G at the moment from this south side, realizing that maybe that is also a bit of a problem with a shack like this. Vampire is fortified here in that little, and then it looks like they're going to be making the move to try and get in nade range of S2G.
Yes, D plus Kia very, very close, and now S2G is just focusing on those easy pickings across the road, but D plus Kia's coming right behind him. Here goes Vampire, the zone's closing. They're forced to run out wide in the open as Miku does start off with a nice knock on the Schweppes.
And the smoke wall that they used across that road was super important to try and make that transition happen. This is why you save your utility for when it's most important.
Forest from D plus Kia picking up another player from Vampire. I mean, no matter how good you are, there's not much you can do in this situation.
The teams in the south can't catch a break when it comes to these circles, though. They're going to be up against it once again as the circle goes north, east, or east, or whatever you want to look at. But here, Calci, S2G, D plus Kia, they have the advantage against these teams, even though the shots are raining in from Tixi.
Vampire's just trying to make something happen, but it is just too much. Literally every single squad is focusing right in their direction. I mean, they are the first place team. Everybody wants to get them out as early as possible.
But they've been strong about this one. I think their campaign in this game will come to an end pretty soon. They're the ones that are going to have the hardest time with a circle like this. A lot of teams will be looking their way, but you can see how many teams are prone right now, trying to lock it down. HamCG hitting on Tony K. That is going to be him going down quickly.
I think every team in this lobby knows that this is Vampire stuck on this rock. And it's like they've all made an agreement, said, you know what, this is the first place team. Let's take them out first, and then we'll worry about each other later on. But man, Schweppes is not going down without a fight.
Those teams have decent, well, ish cover, considering how tricky it can be. Silas also hitting Meku. S2G is having to hold the Wolves off at the doors at multiple angles here, and they're doing a great job of it. It's the one proper dip in this circle that has some defense.
Schweppes, at this point, I think he's going to go deny the points. Maybe looking to try and pick up a point here and there. Yeah, he's not gonna. That's Vampire out of there. 3 teams remaining.
And Gladiators here is going to be absolutely trounced on this west side. I don't know how they're able to deal with this. The lines of sight that the other teams have against them when they have to move are just an impossibility to try and deal with, considering they have to spend so many smokes to get over that road.
I might be giving the advantage to D plus Kia here. They have those sight lines. S2G is stuck in a corner. Kitsune's the last one. Oh! There it is! From Fabian!
Fabian's been setting this up for the last 5 and a bit minutes. He was taking that off angle strongly. He wipes them out! That's D plus Kia getting themselves the victory. The off angles are important. Getting in nade range of that dip was the play.
Oh my gosh, and he just snaked his way towards it little by little, and boom, chicken dinner, baby. S2G, man, blessed with the zone once again. They end up getting 16 points total. Vampire, it was so crazy. They could not catch a break, but they still managed
Sovar yapısıyla
Ana
aytib
qilyapti.
qo'yarsiz sherigingizga
To'xtatib turing. Kiryapti.
yuzta tushib oldi. Mayli, 100 ga tushib oldi.
Narxi akkauntdan kirdi.
Anaqa
Давай. Ну, eng qizig'i Vovda bo'ladi. Bola Vovda
Get to share Pubg bilan. Oy oy oy. Yaxshi. Dalat izlay Oke. Punya sekian dari
hungry. Водка, money как иначе, слезы на щеках, ты чё была?
Ben 12 böl etgan odam 6 ta shot olibdi.
Я знаю твой телефон, но никогда не позвоню.
Team match, let's go.
Reloading! The blue team has scored for the first time! I got supplies. Reloading! Clear! Expired! Cover me! Enemy down! Reloading!
Yes,
I need consumables. Cover me! Expired! Reloading! Nice shot! Cover me! Reloading! Cover me! Dead! Reloading!
Blue team victory. Team match, let's go.
First point for the red team. Reloading. Cover me. Reloading. Target down. Cover me. Enemy down. Reloading. Cover me. Reloading. Cover me. Clear. Reloading. Expired. Cover me. Reloading. Cover me. Reloading. Cover me. Half of the match is over. and the red team is in the lead. Target down! Reloading! Cover me! Expired! Reloading! Cover me! Target down! Reloading! Cover me! No mercy! Reloading!
Team match, let's go.
Reloading! Cover me! The blue team has scored for the first time! Reloading! Cover me! Enemy down! Reloading! Killing spree for the red team! The match is over, and the red team is in the lead. Expired! Dead! Reloading! The red team is in the lead. Get down! Reloading! Cover me! me! Reloading! Clear! Cover me! Half of the match is over, and the red team
Team match, let's go.
Reloading! The blue team has scored for the first time! Reloading! Expired! Cover me! Reloading! Cover me! Reloading! Enemy down! Cover me! Killed! Reloading! Cover me! Reloading! Cover me! Clear! Nice shot! Reloading!
Blue team victory. Team match, let's go.
First point for the red team. Killing spree for the red team. Enemy down! Cover me! Killing spree for the red team. Marked a location. I need a weapon.
Bola like'lar bosib Bolalar, короче, konkursda уже joylarimiz ozgina qoldi. Nima boshlamayapti bolalar? Chat! Open VI ko'ramiz bola. Oxirgi kuni bugun hal qiluvchi jang.
मेरो नाम सुबिन कुमार प्रजापति हो म टिम डिआरएसबाट हो अनि हाम्रो टिम चाहिँ नेपालबाट हो
Nima deyapti dars gaming? Dars deyapti bratlar.
हाम्रो चाहिँ अब सेकेन्ड टाइम हो अफिसियल ल्यान्ड चाहिँ अब एक्साइटेड नै छौँ हामी अब हामी यहाँ जित्नको लागि छौँ त्यही हो अब हामीले चाहिँ यसको यो टुर्नामेन्टको लागि चाहिँ अब डिभाइसहरू किनेर प्र्याक्टिस गरिरहेको छौँ दिनदिनै अब टिमसँगै सबै चारैजना खेलेर एकअर्कासँग कोअर्डिनेसन बढाएर प्र्याक्टिस गर्दैछौँ
Rostam brat.
हाम्रो चाहिँ टिमको सिनर्जी एकदम राम्रो छ इन गेम नभए नि बाहिरतिर नि सिनर्जी अझै बढिरहेको छ हाम्रो चाहिँ त्यही नै हो हामीलाई अब त्यस्तो डर लाग्ने टिम त छैन अब हामीले सबै टिमलाई चाहिँ कम्पिटिसन ठान्छौँ त्यो कारणले हामीलाई त्यस्तो डर भन्ने चिज चाहिँ छैन
Serios
अब हामी नेपालको छोरो हो आउँदैछौँ हामी जितेर जानेछौँ जय गोर्खाली
Alaykum assalom, Rashid nima gaplar? Xo'lasu. Seriozmi biladi? Nixuya себе brat, umuman o'ylamagan ekan, ko'rdinglarmi u? Bunaqa darajaga chiqamiz, millat bunaqa bo'lib ketadi deb o'ylamagan edi deyapti. 9 dan shunaqa bo'lib ketdi deyapti.
Aka 5 minutda aloqaga chiqaman men. Rossiyadamiz, hozir bitta oshnam bor, ashim bilan gaplashishim kerak. Nima Sberbankka tashlaymiz.
Vampir Esport bir surguch PTS bilan. GG bugun comeback qilish kerak va majbur naq qo'yib. Bo'lmasa qo'ymaymiz ularni. Fortnite или Pubg. Katep tashlab yurmanglar yana tijorat qilib. Mana bola menga tashlanglar, bosib kerak kerak. Shunday like'lar bosib adresiga qo'yaylik.
Yaxshi. Tag 6 ta. Eng hozircha killar. 6 ta yana bor bu yerda. 2 ta, 3 ta.
Katep tashlab yurmanglar yana tijorat qilib. uxlayapti diyor semiz. Mahmuddan o'zim semiz emasman. Men lekin semiz emasman-da, atak bolalar. Unaqa darajada semiz odam emasman-da. Как бы такой словать бывает. Qo'l katta, bel katta, oyoq katta-da men. O'rin kichkina lekin. Soatim o'chiq ekan mana. Voy Pubg Mobile'da обновление qildinglarmi? Pubg'ni bolalar, Pubg'ni. Yosh bolalar borgan joyga bilat 50 ga kirib biz bora olmayapmiz, Og'aranglar bratlardi. Hadicha. Onajon, Hadicha deb yozyapti. Nimaga unday deb yozyapsiz siz? Nimaga? Sabab. Onajon.
Sen SPM bo'lib yuraverasan. SPM. Keyin hammaga aytaverasan SPM man. Mol bilan homiy bo'lmoqchi edim ish.
Ben zaten kabilet. Bo'ldi uka, sen ma konkurschi boshlab olaylik. Normalniy pul tashlab beraman ekan, yuraverasan 50 yil pul so'ramayman. Aka u tagida yozishaveradi. Kim Umidjon? Bezot tutaq bilet. Telefon qatib qo'ylar, bola obnovadan kelgan, obnovadan kelgan. Ve oyun boshlanadimi? Ve o'yinni boshlaylar, ey! Alaykum. Nima gapki, ama o'yinni nima boshlashmayapsizlarmi?
Davleni oynab ko'rdingizmi?
Ha.
Bitta video olsak bo'ladimi?
Qanaqa video? Pullikmi bilan video olishing, suyuni qancha erasan? Necha yuz dollar erasan? To'g'ri mumkin. Chiroyliroq kiyimlar.
Ana bitta qarshidagi bot o'qitaymi?
Qaysi kiyim kiyasan bugun seni qaramidi qarshigingga. Mana seni kiyib olaram, menga mashina yarashadi. Sen qilasanmi jest? O'yin boshlandi, bolam sari boshlandi. Boshlandi. Ketdi. Yangisidan qachon? Ertaga premyera bola, yangisidan boshlandi o'zi.
Lina yashasada video сделаю TikTok. Давай. Что у тебя? Привет. Ты kuch bo'ldi. Fotoda lapni ekran qorayib qolyapti.
Nimaga uni olyapti? Ha? Yo, pachi.
Assalomu alaykum.
Bormi kirgan? Yashna olyapti shekilli menimcha. Alaykum assalom.
Aka Pubg o'tyapti, aka Pubg ham kret o'tyapti.
Nima gaplar? Bo'pti-yu, gapirmaysizlarmi? Chatmadim men. Azartib gaplashyapman ekan.
O'zi sizlarni beztaq qo'ymadimmi?
Yo'q, bemalol. Nimaga bezovta qilasiz? Jest qilaman deyapti, jest qilolmayapti. Suyunmay nimagadir.
Pichgani olib qo'ying aka. Ananda emotsiya deb pichga borib.
Nima deganing?
Mana bu emotsiya sizdan birga qilasiz.
Ha.
Shani olib qo'ying.
Yo'qmi, uka, davay.
Olsun sen video qo'ydi.
Video time.
Video time da.
Sizlarni top turaver.
Ye? Ye? Yording-a sen. Ash qizlar bilan chiroyli bo'ladi-da. Tashlab yuboring, Daniela, brat, aloqaga chiqqanmiz, meni siz yozmagansiz. Nima kod kelmayapti? Pider Makedonskiy. Voy, kim yutyapti bolalar? Kim? GG, davay GG sen. Rasiyag'ani. Bo'ldimi? Suyunib.
Ya aka siz qiling.
Nimaga?
Sizda tako'ylari bor aka. Kimda yo'llari bor?
Menda qaysi bor?
Yorug' reytinglari bor.
Voy, молодец. Hozir. Zayba qanday qiladi o'g'limiz? Zayba. Qanday qiladi? Milashga gapirmaysizmi buni? Birga tukoring, bitta ikkita. Put kelmayapti ama говнюкка. Не получил код, короче, братан. Qilyapsanmi?
Ha, ketdik bo'ldi.
Yorvordik. 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 Yorvordik.
Lekin sizlarni ham eplolmayapti. Mani obunachilarimni ham eplolmayapti. Bolalar bor-ku. 10 mingta laykdan past yo'qmayapti-ku, bolalar.
Bidalar, maslarni o'rganish kerak ko'p narsani. SUG degani kuchli komanda. Bola layklar bosib boramiz, jigarlar maksimalni go sharinglar ishda birdi. Bugun faringlar nahvoy birdi. Maktab bitirganmisizlar sizlar ishlar? Несовершенный лет emasmisizlar?
Maktab bitirganman.
18 yoshdan balandmisizlar? Plus 18 misizlar? Plus 18 bo'lsanglar bo'laveradi. Suyunib minus 18 da просто.
Yeah.
Turnir o'ynayapsan, suyunib Instagramga bilan bola yig'ilib qoldi-ku. Edmund qo'shib qo'ysang gruppaga tayyor.
Kecha bitta payment komanda eksperimentam aka, qori zapat. Tak, hozir. O'zbeklarda bor, o'zbekcha turlar hamma Pubglarda, ammo highlight yig'aman deb aka, hozir 1 minutga qolganda o'sha, 1 minutga highlight yig'ib qo'yish kerak.
Ha.
Arzimaydi-da, video qilishga bir Pubg yo'qda.
Yo'q, ha.
Qo'yaman desam, highlight arzimaydi-da aka. Bilganman. Hammasi Pubg. Yugurib kelishini ko'rsangiz, yurishini ko'rsangiz, otishga ham bir yapolmaydi.
Nima tortmayaptimi? Zaybal уже, bilan. Nimaga tortmayapti? Bonu bilan.
Mana nima so'raysiz?
Sizlar ko'p narsani bilasizlar.
Sizchalik emas.
Menchalik emas, lekin to'g'ri aytasiz. Men plus 20 man o'zi. Plus 25 o'ylayapman, o.
Nimagadir partneringiz ko'rinmayapti.
Nimam ko'rinmayapti?
Partnyor.
Partnyorimmi? Bo'ydoqmanmi? Bo'y
Yarashib ketadi. Siqilmang.
Siqilmayapmanmi? Yig'layapman.
Gruppaga qo'shgan Edmund Chartmish.
Ha, Edmund. Ha, Edmund, ha. Gül üzülse güzelmez, deşilse güzel. Ya, mezemez yoruni, yanında yürse güzel. Bitti mojesi kısa böyle yaptı nimaga? Gül üzülse güzelmez, şoxida tursa güzel.
Instagram ham odam yig'ilib qolibdi aka.
Alpha 7. Alpha 7. Alpha 7. Revo, давай, Revo. Давай, блядь, cho'chaqingdan seni. Давай, otishing kerak sen uni. O, axarib turib ot. Turib otsang bo'lardi-yu, jinni. Coverga ishonib qoldi-da. Coverga ishonib bekinib oldi jinni. Men qilgan xatolarim oldi, uni qilgan xatosi xitpu deyapti-da. Jinni xato qildi-yu. Что там, Андрей? Да у нас будет скоро 2 стак будет. А, по поводу этим делами, короче... Я не знаю, хотел просто еще один манагера взять, чтобы они тоже были в курсе, да? Один вот, допустим, ты не успеваешь, да, у тебя дела там появятся иногда. И, короче, уже будет туры тоже иногда не понимаешь. Ну, того помогут, короче, решают. И еще плюс... Вместо найта будет они кидать, найди парол. Alpha 7! Alpha 7 bolalar. Alpha. Men ko'chaga chiqib kelishim kerak, zaybal. Kimni qo'shib qo'ysam bo'ladi hozir bu yerga? Hozir. Kim sharhlab turadi? Kim bor? Ha? Sizni qo'shib qo'yam, Milashga Telegramdan telefon qilsangiz qo'shib qo'yaman, sharhlab turadi dizmada gapirib. Mo qizil moli otdi, mo ko'k Galiboyda otdi deb sharhlab turaverasiz cho'g'i. Ana to'p berdi. Hadi so'ting. Mana Telegram yozsiz, qilamiz sizga. Gapiraverasiz cho'chimi. Ha? Nima? Sultan ah qo'shilib ahdiga malikasin baxtiga binolari ko'rsa go'zal gul uzilsa go'zalmas shoxida tursa go'zal yorimizni asyorining yonida yursa go'zal у тебя есть стич этот Discord? Я тебя добавлю, короче, ты тоже будешь комментировать, короче, тут надо комментировать надо. Yozdingizmi siz, Gül? Ha, yozing buni. Qo'shib beraman. Kim bilib o'tiribdi, qiz bola kommentirovat qilyapti, o'tirishaveradi. Ovoziga qizib, mada aktiv ko'tarilib ketib qolib, mada. Yozing tezroq, qo'shib qo'yaman. Dirs Gaming. Dirs degan bola nomi. Dirs Gaming. O'yinni sharhlar. Dirs Gaming rules hayot o'tyapti. 79 komandasiga hayot tushadimi yoki yo'q? Bu ikkita not. Bunaqa hayeshga yillarda bir marta bo'ladi. Bunaqasi faqat to'ylarda bo'lgan, endi hozir bir marta yana bo'lyapti. 79 komandasi o'rtada qolib ketdi, buterbrod bo'lib. Hayada juda ham chiroyli otdi. Voy romantik ekan. Bu yoq romantik gruppalari bor ekan, romantikda. Romantik bu yoq. Sevgi muhabbat. Vodi, harap. Telegramingizni oching, telefon qilmadik. Saqlab o'tirasiz. Vodi bilan. Vodi nima gapdir? Bonu deb qo'shib oling, Bonu. Bilan qo'shib qo'yaymi? Suyunib seni ham tiqibman, gapirib turib olasan ma'du uka. Nima gapdir? Men hozir ko'chaga chiqib kelaman deb do'konga senlar gapirib turishasan, odamlar zerikmay turadi. Paddeshkada men bir paddeshka. Paddeshka kerak uka odamga.
Milashga zo'r taqlida keyin.
Da, davay. Qani Milashga telefon qilaman, olingchi. Tahlashni eshitamiz. Milashga faqat anoni ko'rsatish kerak-da. O'yinni qanday ko'radi u? O'yinni ko'rib turish kerak. Discord yo'q-da, uni Discordingiz yo'q-a? Mana qatorting. Men sizni o'zim yo'l boshlayman. Buyuk kommentator qilaman sizni mana. Shu narsani yozing, App Store'dan poisk qilib toping. Androidmi nima sizda? iPhonemi yo'q, Androidmi, iPhonemi? Android bo'lsa Play Marketdan olasiz, iPhone bo'lsa App Store'dan tortashini yozsangiz chiqadi. Shuni skachak qiling-da. Dark yog'ini aytaman. Voy молодец, qandik! Voy, bo'lish mumkin emas. Bunaqasi bo'lardi oldin, endi bo'lyaptimi? Dars gaming. Dars, tabiaga dars. 8 lar bugun chalab nablюдениeni yaqib olganmiz. O'zimiz turnir deb Nabilda yaqib o'ynayapti. Bular 3-kunda bolalar arablar cho'ta ish ko'rsatyapti cho'ta. 3 kun ichida rezultat 0 bo'lgan komanda cho'ta bugun 1-o'rinda olyapti. G'alati emasmi? Cho'ta bu yoq Nabilmi deyman, Nabil. Berakimi? Telegramga qarang, Telegramdan yozdim nomini. Ana titul zo'r narsa ekan, nima avatar a, Suyunbek? Siz qimillab turadi.
Menga ikkita kerak, ikkita ultimate olsam olarkaman.
Mengachi?
Menga kuruchka otaveringda.
Vertolyot bor, otib yuboraymi? Bunaqa berasiz, vertolyot bor, hali katta qimmati bor.
Kuruchka otavering, kuruchka.
Vertolyot otib yuborar nima gap? Milashga zo'r qilib sharhlab bersangiz, Milashga vertolyot bor, tashlab beraman. Gap yo'q, arablar! Gap yo'q. Vertolyot hali bor, nech pul vertolyot Suyunbek? 5100 yillik o'ylayapsizlar, 5100 yillik. 5100 yillik. Umrida qiz bola zotiga mashina bo'lsa ham tashlamaganman. Oka.
Iloji bormi video bo'lsa, prosta videoga. Keyin joq boraveradi.
Nima qilay uka?
Ko'ring.
Nimani?
Rudiani ko'ring, Rudiani oladigan joyga ko'ring. Shu video qo'yaylik. Esdalikka.
Suyunbek. Mana uka, qabul qo'ydim.
Keling.
Ha, video var. O tezroq o'raman. Tez bo'l. Salom. Discord kirdi ana, Vodi jalab. Nega? Vodi. Salom senator. YouTube, salom. Vodi qanisan, Vodi qani jalab. Niki nima edi seni Vodi? Boskaylar. Bu dedikini mi yedik ha? Bu dedi qanday va jalab kim seni niki bu dedi disbalans yobani. Qani bu jalab mana. Kaling yure bilan. Arab. Telefon o'qisa olmasmi degan ha mana shuni o'rniga. Tortdingizmi Milashga? SMS ochmadingiz mi? Tortdim deb qo'yapti. Qanaqa qilib bunaqa Toshi ekan, sizlarni xitrisini endi bildim bolalar, mana SMS ni ochmay ham o'qib qo'yar ekan bolalar. Siz bilib qo'yasizlar. Lekin bextagan bu yoqqa. Lekin bittani ezib turib o'qib qo'yar ekanda bolalar. Yaxshi. Emo qaysi biri? Kamo skachat, qachon necha yil skachatda bo'ladi bu suyuni?
Adron aka menda vaqtda ketdi. Hali moshani tushirib
Odamlarga hayronsan, qanaqa tortishyapti odamlar?
Odamlardan aka 20 ishlayapti.
Yo'q, ha?
Toshkentda 20 ishlayapti.
Tortdingizmi? Ocha olasizmi ekan, kirib ochib ko'ringchi Discord. Vodi. Vodi ko'tagan, Vodi ko'tib qopti bolalar. Kirmading, o'jalab. Ocha olsagami, ocha olmaysagami?
Nimaga emotsiya qilib qarayib qolyapti?
Bag bo'lyapti.
Hoş.
Driver abi degan akkauntingiz bo'lmagan bo'ldi, suyuni.
Bo'lgan. PayPal akkauntmi? Nerede?
Tamam. Nerede?
Voy, Zaybalı.
Murakas esizdami?
Nima?
O'tgan safar videolarimiz degandingiz kechqurun.
Mana video olmadingizmi hozir? Billa qilyapmiz o'shingiz.
O'xshamayapti-yu. O'sha payt olish kerak edi.
Mana hozir o'xshatdi, sabr qilib tursak, skachat bo'laylik.
Bundan skachat bo'lish kerak.
Ana unaqa ishlashyapti-yu. Arablarni niki bor bo'lsa, TikToker bo'lsa. Podpiskalarni qo'yib.
Timur aka unaqa videolar ko'rishyapti.
Qanaqa? Qanaqa?
Videolarni ekan.
Nima qilamiz hozir siz bilan? Ha?
Yo'q, hech qanaqa.
Edmund!
Aka.
Lipo video yasaymiz, bonu siz bilan biz singlim bo'lasiz-ku. Uka ma'da nima o'lyapti deb turaversanmi? Mana qo'lyapti, bog' yomon ekanmi deb tur, uka bekor o'sang.
Bo'ldi, aka,
Voy, g'alati ekanmi? Ha, yo Edmund bor, Edmundga ochib berdim mana. Efir uka Edmund. Seni dunyo eshitadi uka, eshitdi. Dunyoga bemalol o'zining kanalini ham orada rekord orasan, kanalga o'tib qo'yinglar deb kelsan.
Bo'ldi, aka. Nechinchi karta bu?
Bu hozir endi ikkinchi karta bo'ladi uka, hozir hali boshlanmadi, endi boshlanadi. Bolalar, короче, Edmund o'z rollarda kamera yo'q desa, Edmund kamerani ham tiqib berdim bu munosabat. Professional kommentator bo'lib ketadi.
Sindiramiz aka.
Johor bo'lib sindirasan uka, sen kommentatorlik qilsang uka, dunyo to'xtab qoladi sen qilsang. Suyunib qilsa вообще tugaydi hamma. Suyunib hikoyani qilib qo'ysak bo'lar ekan. Hemen ko'chaga chiqib kelmasam bo'lmaydi-da, bolalar. Chat mashina o'rib, like'lar bosib turinglar, Edmund mashina meni yo'qligimni bildirmay turadi. Edmund ham bolalar stream qiladi. Edmund Pubg desanglar chiqadi. Meni podpiskamda bor, если что. Mana podpiska qilib qo'yamiz.
Nima qira aka bu?
Senga aslan ko'rinadi. Odamlar aytini ko'ryapti. Edmund Pubg desanglar chiqadi, 6000 obunachisi bor ekan. Yo'q, mana bo'ladi. O'ta mashhur ekansiz, janob.
Lovon tanisizmi?
Ha?
Lovon. Lovon.
Qo'shib qo'y, ashini qo'shib qo'y. Billa kel sen ham Andijonga futbol o'ynaymiz. O'ynashni bilasanmi? Top teshgan, tepganmiz umringda? Top tepmaganmisan bu hayotga kelib, biror marta?
Tepganman.
Qizlar tepganmisan, hech qilib bu yoqda yengil-yengil.
Ketdi bari kommentatorlik biri.
Kommentatorlik birini bolalar olsalar ko'rsatadi Edmund. Bemalol turnirlarga chaqira olasizlar Edmundni. Lipo turnirlariga kelib, Lipo o'yladi, pul beraveradi.
Chiqanaqa aka.
Chiqana Lipoga. Lipo onasiga kommentator yutib qo'yarasan. U neger yoki bir narsa devorma faqat. Neger dema, qoravoy de. Neger desang xafa bo'lishadi. Qoravoy, oqvoy de. Boshqadan kirib chiqaveraymi? Pubg'da обновление bo'lmayapti, bilan. Seni обновление berib qo'ydingmi? Bonu nima обновление qilmayapti, gul?
Nimani obnovlение qilish kerak?
O'zini kartalari.
Bitta qolgan ekanman.
Yo'q, o'zim mobilni dannizni ham shunaqa skachat qilyaptim, men Wi-Fi da qila olmayapman.
Internetda skachat qilish kerak ekan. Yo'q, ko'rayotgan.
Demak kirib chiqib yubordim ya. Buyina megasiga mo qara. 550 megabayt turgan narsa to'layapti, keyin 700 ga chiqyapti, 800 ga chiqyapti. Yo'q, harf qana topyapti. Ular harf bo'pti bizni. O'nlagancha skachat qildiryapti bular. Ertaga bolalar
Qilamiz bo'ladimi?
deb bo'y payt olamiz deb bo'y. Buni cho'chimang.
Yetti mana. Havo o'z so'zlari sakrayapti.
Bu bola sakrayapti. Yurib, bir hareket turib turaver-ku, partnyorda.
Keyin tushib ketdi, 8 ga.
Akaga yo'q, tushmagan ham. Bugun night 12 kirishi mumkin edi. Ay, damalaka 8 da turmaydi. Bitta bo'pti. Skachat qilyapsanmi, Suyunov?
Ha, qo'yapti, zagruzka bu.
Hop, telefoni mana shunday qolyapti, do'konga chiqib kelaman. Lopida qolib ketdim.
Skachat qilib, bosib qo'yib.
Qancha vaqtda keladi Temuraga?
Nima gap, Sulton, qalaysan? Nega?
Temuraga ket, ko'chaga chiqib ketaman agar.
Ketdi bolalar. Men ketdim.
Bo'pti.
Bos olasan. Onalar zvukni o'chirib qo'ydim edim, eshitmaysan, nima bermaydi.
Xo'p.
Meni ko'shim. Chiqib ketayotganimni eshitib qolsa ketaman.
Let's go Falcon deyishyapti-ku bolalar. Chat yozinglarchi, kim qaysi komandaga balet qotdi? Lично shaxsan o'zim GGga balet qilaman, admishim. Senga komandada, kuchli komanda. Sal xira ko'rsayapti lekin nima? Mikroflar nikini o'qilmayapman-da, xira ko'rsayapti. Chat Temurga laklar. Hali ham 2 minut bo'libdi. O, 2 minut qorish kerak. Hamma rotatsiya qilishyapti. Pakashda jimjitlik. Agar tushirsa qo'yib qolaman. Bu iloji yo'q. Simboli yo'q. Pajerskan birini berishyapti lekin muxlislar. Let's go Falcons. Berdim chat. Dada chat ko'ryapti menga. Bemalol. Chat o'qiyapman. Mana bizda komanda. Gaming Gladiators. Kitsun. Davay o'ris bolalari. Get up. Vampire Sports. Go chat. Ko'rganlarni kimga qilib qo'yaylik? Chig'anoq qoraylik, chig'anoq. Hozir faytlar boshlanadi, bolalar. Qiziq joylar endi boshlanadi. Birinchi zona yopilyapti. On 15 sekunddan keyin mana o'zi birinchi program yopiladi. Hamma jamoalar o'zaro chiqmoqda. Hali tipida yuribdi, Zazona yuribdi, mana Falconlar. Opa. Ketdi mana, bolalar. Tebes qarandigan joy mana shu, bolalar. Ko'rib ko'rasiz. Tebes qarandigan mana shu. R8 ham qo'shilyapti. R8. Yo'q, yuqorida bilan. Agar tebes turib olmasa. Yo'q. R8 o'qib ketdimi? R8 o'qib ketdi. O'sha patfayt boshqa komanda yana qo'shildi mana. Bilaman, niklar yaxshi ko'rinmayapti menga. Qanday ko'rinyapti, o'qimayman niklar. O'rta siroshinga hozir bir-birini jonini to'ldirmasa. Komanda minus qo'ydi. Yamonlar, nikini ocha olmasam. Qanday ochiq xira ko'rinyapti. Mazix Esports. Fazlachilik o'rniga debes qaramchilik. Qo'yib ushlab turibdi. Topilib ketdi bular. Voy bular Mazix Esports yopilib ketdi kelib. Patfayt qo'shilib yopilib ketdi. Mana Alfa 7 ham zo'r komanda. Kuchli komanda. Braziliyaning kuchli komandalaridan. Chiqib qo'ydi. Amos pozitsiyasini egallagan. Faziklarni уже 6 test bordi. 6 test. Normal. Team Falcon. Chat, давай, лайкlarni 2000 ta qorish kerak. Temur aka ketganlar. Qattiq faytlar boshlanadi. Chat, qattiq faytlar. Tomosha qilish kerak bularni. Sami. Sami 9. Sami 9. Oh. S2G Esports 2 kishi qolishibdi. Bir bitta istagan. To'g'ri, hozir ishlab o'shanyapti. Falconlar 2 kishi qolibdi. Nima deb o'ylaysizlar? Gaming Gladiators comeback qila oladimi? Top 2 ga chiqa oladimi? Или TRS Gaming top 1 ga chiqa oladimi? Yeta oladimi? Chat. Bularda 1.5, bularda 1.44. Farq unaqa katta emas. Lekin mana shu Vampir Esports vashi akkurat o'ynayotganligi. O't akkurat o'ynayotgan. Gap yo'qligan bolalarga. Twelve Falcons. Gaming Gladiator zonani o'rtasida. Shans katta Pubg'dagi. Faqat pozitsiyada ushlatsa bo'ldi. Xo'sh. Ikkita kuchli komanda fight boshlandi. Vampir Esports bitta nok. Gaming Gladiator ham bitta nok. Vampir Esports'da pozitsiyasi zo'r lekin. Sherigini ko'tarib oldi. Gaming Gladiators afsuski 2 kishi qoldi. Hoppa, yopilib ketdi. Koreyan jamoasi yopilib ketdi. Alfa 7. Xayan bekor qo'yordi. Xayan oxirgi yumshash kerak edi, bratan. Qaytlar zo'r, yopilib. Zo'r. Teresa Gaming afsuski yopilib ketdi. Alfa 7. Alfa 7 da bitta nok. Buni ko'tarib olishadi. Agom 8 Esports. Opa. Magic. Bu yerda boshqa variant yo'q edi. Afsuski Gaming Gladiators jamoasi ham yopilib ketdi 14-o'rinda. Pubg bilan. Opa. TVS qaram. Buni yo'q boradi. Ketdimi? Lekin olib ketdi atak. S2G 12-bo'lib. 12 top 12. Yaxshi, hech o'chirdi.